The start of the final round of Bunnings NPC 2023, and so much still to be decided over the next 48 hours. Auckland almost guaranteed a spot in the top 8, but to have any chance of a home match next weekend, they'll need a win over the fiercely proud Northland Taniwha. Kia ora tātou, haere mai ki Tamaki Makaurau, Eden Park hosting rugby, possibly for the last time this year. Certainly it will be a last outing for the Taniwha. You can see they're out of contention. Auckland, well, a bonus point would make it 100% safe, but we think they're in anyway. Joining me in commentary, James Parsons.
Kia ora Tony, kia ora e te whānau, no mai, haere mai. Auckland will be dialed in as they've dropped 2 games in a row and will not have forgotten Manawatu's historic win here a few weeks back. Their only change is up front with Adrian Choate, who sustained an injury, and Ikoasi will fill the 8 jersey and Clark moves to the side of the scrum. An impressive showing out back by Meni versus Taranaki, but look no further than Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He's in red hot form, and his battle with Northland defenders will be well worth the admission alone.
Well, Northland have been forced into a late change. Josh Morby is out, so Jordan Traynor moves back to fullback. Brady Rush comes onto the wing. Sure, the Taniwha would have loved to have given one more outing to Jack Goodhue too before he heads off to France, but he's not available. So Tamati Tua and Rennie Ranger will team up in midfield. Still a dangerous back 3, including the NPC's top try scorer Hedimaya Murray, Sammy Knock back in the side at halfback. No Jonah Ma'u, so Simone Unuina Kuvandra comes into a reshuffled loose trio, and Ramsey Lemusil into the front row. Well, the wind is likely to be the big issue for this one. Let's go sideline check on conditions. Kia ora, Taylor Curtis.
Kia ora, TJ and James. Well, kia ora e te whānau. Well, like you mentioned, TJ, the wind will be strong impact in today's game. It's blowing from right to left, but all we know about Eden Park is that it likes to swirl a little bit, and we might expect a bit of rain coming in, especially in that second half. The ground itself, it's incredible. It looks like a carpet has been rolled out, so it's perfect conditions for running rugby. Northland won the toss and went with direction, with Auckland kicking us off, going right to left.
Well, mid-season, Northland looked to have a shot at making the top 8 for the 2nd straight year. Showed what they're capable of with big wins over the Mako and Hawke's Bay, but they've lost games they probably should have won, and they have dropped their last 3, so they've fallen out of contention. Chance, though, tonight to end it on a positive, and what could be more positive, what could be better consolation than a win at Eden Park. Rennie Ranger turns 37 tomorrow. Hasn't made his future plans public, but if this was to be his last game, then what a better way to do it than with a win at Eden Park. Of course, he wore the Blues colours here for 7 years. One of the most popular figures in the New Zealand game over the last 15 years, Rennie Ranger. Auckland, well, they were in good shape for home advantage in the playoffs. Just slumped a little bit in recent weeks. Injuries to their All Black power forwards, Akira Ioane and Patrick Tuipulotu, have hit them really hard. Adrian Choate, another who has succumbed to the injury blight. They have succumbed to successive defeats, and that means a top 4 spot is unlikely. Pretty much safe in the 8. But they've still got plenty to play for, and who they play next week will largely depend on the outcome here tonight. Onto this splendid Eden Park surface. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has been outstanding for Auckland. There was speculation after Super Rugby and not making the All Blacks that he would walk, but he has seen the season out, and he has played exceptionally well from the fullback spot, where he is quite obviously most comfortable. May not be the last time we see him at Eden Park, but probably the last time we see him in a rugby jersey on the stadium. From the Carlton Club, Christian Smith plays for Carlton Juniors. He brings the ball out for tonight's match. The referee, Dan Wanga. Tim Olive and Sam Adam are the assistants, and Robert Harmon is the TMO. So it's a blustery Friday night. Weather's expected to turn a bit nasty later on in the night. Hopefully we'll get this match completed in dry weather at least. There have been some really good contests between these two over the years, going way back, even to pre-NPC games. So let's hope for another one here tonight. It'll be Zahn Sullivan to start the match for Auckland, hooking the kick away to the right. And it's very well read by AJ Lamb. You could see it holding up in the wind. And that's a good outcome from the opening kickoff for Auckland. And Bryce Heem has a bit of space to run into here. Struggling to get him to ground were Rush and Tua. Soani Vikena, his ability with ball in hand is going to be really important, particularly with Adrian Choate missing from the side now. Kalani Thomas, he's had a good season as well. Heem spinning his way through the first line of defence. Forwards lining up. Josh Beery gets the ball away quickly to Sullivan. Picked up on the bounce by Josh Fusitua. But the referee brings them back.
Oh, they'll be disappointed with that, Auckland. They made a good bend down the left flank through Bryce Heem. But some good rush defence from Northland as they went towards the other side of the field. And that rush defence forced the error. I think it was Vikena Taylor that knocked that one on.
Yeah, he was just a little bit eager there to push the pass. He just read it. He saw a little bit of space in front of him. It opened up, but just the pass falling a little bit short there.
First set piece of the night. James Parsons already out of his seat. Sam Knock has a look around. Oh, big shove from Auckland. Absolutely powered through, but Matic has done really well to take it off the back and get the pass away to Rivers Rehana. Early warning sign there, though, for the Taniwha, with Auckland powering it up at the first scrum. Jared Adams with the carry towards the 10-metre mark. And Knock got the ball away to Ranger, tried to put the kick through. And in the end, Bryce Heem attempting to kick it away downfield. It's gone at a touch on the full.
Well, wouldn't you be out of your seat with a scrum like that? Outstanding start from Auckland. Good transition of weight. But the young men up front getting another run for Situa, Vikena and Ahio. Great start.
Auckland disputing possession. Sam Caird it was going up for it. And now a foot into touch by Simone Uluinakavandra, the open side flanker. So a little bit messy early on, a few mistakes. But Auckland now get a line out inside the Northland half. They go to the middle of the line out, so onto the attack come Auckland. Sullivan doubling around. Tuivasa-Sheck straightening and accelerating. He has looked so sharp in this NPC competition. Lamb now. Auckland have certainly started with plenty of purpose. Beery now. And the young lot takes it forward. Sullivan on the short side. Fusitua, who's been one of Auckland's better players in this campaign. Sullivan runs into a bit of a gap, tried to get the offload away to AJ Lamb. It was on. He just couldn't control it, and so it's another knock-on.
Maybe would have wanted to get rid of it earlier, but the Northland defender was sort of halfway house, so looked to get through the contact and free his arms, but couldn't do so. But a fantastic start from Auckland, and that man there, you've just seen how lethal his feet can be. Split defenders, just tripped over himself.
Well, that augurs well for the match. You can see those stats of Tuivasa-Sheck and Hedimaya Murray, the other player who might have been involved from that list isn't. That's Morby. He's out. And I think we're going to have a break here, Taylor.
Yeah, we're just getting a little bit of attention to the eyebrow on the right side for Northland. You can already see what I like about Auckland is that they look like they've got their systems in flow. They worked that short edge about 3 times, exposing Northland's defence and trying to suck them in. It's just buying a little bit more patience because you can see they're ready to explode once they're in space.
They've been so effective when they've just looked to run direct, Auckland. I think they need to stick to that. The ability to offload and get the balls out the back will come later in the piece, but when they're direct and they get their cleaners in early, they're hard to stop.
Matty Moulds has been cleared up.
Okay, time's back on.
Matty, a try scorer last year in the win over Auckland and Whangarei.
Crouch!
And Sam Knott played a lot of rugby here for the Blues over the years as well.
Yeah, just keep your balance. Don't pull back off it. Yeah. Okay? Let's go. Set up. Yeah. Don't pull out. He was fine where he was.
Well, a little bit hesitant, Northland, looking to get that lean on. Vikina pulling his head up, just making sure they're well balanced and ready to trigger and go again. You can bet your bottom dollar this is a quick hook and out for Northland.
Bang!
Well, Auckland get the penalty. And it's Ramsey Lemisil who's been penalised. And that's more great work from Josh Fusitua.
Certainly is. He's had a great year. Fusitua in and around that Blues environment. And you can just see the feet shoot out the back under pressure. So this Auckland scrum is a weapon. Set piece hasn't been their friend this season. They've really struggled at line-out time. Times their scrum has been good, but never this dominant, so they can be excited about that. Stole Northland's first line-out as well. Sullivan looking to line this up.
So Zahn Sullivan with a chance to open the scoring, and he's done so. Get the feeling no kick's going to be particularly easy tonight in this blustery wind, but Sullivan has taken that shot nicely, and so Auckland with a little bit of reward for a dominant opening 6 minutes. Rehana sends it down inside the 22. Bryce Heem is there, gets past his opposite, Tamati Tua. And now Thomas sends it away on the short side to Josh Berry, who's just impressed as one of those roll-up-your-sleeves tight forwards. Thomas got a little bit exposed there, but finds a little sanctuary amongst the forwards, and now a ball's being dropped. Well, that was Edward Annandale.
By Auckland, second by Northland.
There he is, Annandale. He's a big man. This fellow came back to New Zealand from France, where he's been playing. He's another one. He's done a solid job, and on that occasion, not able to take the short pass, and so it'll be a scrum feed to Northland.
Well, that's the definition of not letting Auckland kick on their terms. A good counter ruck, dislodge that ball out, put Thomas under pressure, and then they had to reform, and they couldn't do so. Great opportunity for Northland here if they can get their scrum right, Taylor.
Crouch!
Absolutely, they've got Brady Rush standing in words with Rehana as well. You could put your money on that they'll probably link up as well, but they just need to secure the scrum.
It's both Brady and Rob Rush playing. You can see Rob there in jersey number 6. Brady's, of course, such a brilliant sevens player.
Hang on, boys.
Coming into the side with that adjustment to the back 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, a bit of cat and mouse here at scrum time. Experience of Moulds up front, just getting his pack primed and ready for what he knows is going to be a tight tussle.
Yeah, Matic, the other key too. If need be, taking the ball off the back of a backpedaling scrum. Let's see what happens. Well, that's a better scrum from Northland. And good ball, they give it straight to Ranger. And he goes hard at Sullivan. Bounces him off and sets it up nicely on the 22. Moulds. So for the first time, they go deep into Auckland territory. Hallam Eames. Oh, a little knock on from Sam Knock as he tried to clear it away. It was on away to the right. Auckland looked a bit short on defence.
Just the ball placement, maybe looking to place a little bit extra. And as he went to grab it, oh, he grabbed his hand and then he pulled the hand away. Unfortunate for Northland, because they look good on attack.
Nine minutes already into this game. We've had a fair few scrums, haven't we, James? Well, it's the type of game that you like, but earlier in the week we saw a video of Angus Ta'avale giving his Auckland forwards a rev up, saying they need to own their set piece, and even on defence, just put a lot of pressure, and tonight is the time to do it, especially if they want to go further in this competition.
Well, they've sorted their scrum out nicely, Northland. That was pretty solid as well. Any thoughts Auckland might have had of milking a penalty? Gone out the back door, but in the end, it's still a very good clearing kick off that zinging left boot of Zahn Sullivan.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's his big weapon. Kicked the most last round, although the conditions in Taranaki were very wet, so it's no surprise, but he can really hoof it when he wants to, even into this breeze.
Moulds. Taken down at line-out time by Caird, but they've lost it. Blake Gibson's got it for Auckland. Annandale goes in, sends the pass away on the right to Vikena. Thomas wants it, and they get a penalty.
Five's got to get out of there. You're good. Five's got to get out. You. Get out earlier. Gives them a chance to get on the ball.
Needed to roll the Northland tackler. Number 5. Hallam Eames. Ranger had all rights had he done so. I think Caird might have been in the way as well. So a fair penalty to Auckland. That is certainly not one man you want in and around the breakdown. In your Ranger, he is a force.
Well, he's going to have another shot at goal, Zahn Sullivan.
No one protecting it, man. It's not under anyone's leg for me.
You get the feeling Auckland, they just want to take anything on offer and make Northland chase the game.
Well, they just got pipped last week, so they're looking to accrue points. Obviously adjusted their tactics, but into this breeze, this will test him.
Well, he struck the first one really well. This one more in front, but further out. He's hanging it up, and he's missed it away to the left. Trainer comes away with it, and he should get really good distance on his kick. Yeah, massive kick, but taken quickly by Tuivasa-Sheck. Off goes Zahn Sullivan. Chase was good though. Hirimaya Murray got up after him, but Auckland have got it plumbing out. Takes it into contact. Not making the tackle on his Blues teammate, Fusitua. Oh, great spot from Kalani Thomas. Saw the hole opening up as Sam Knock came hurtling through from the other side. And he makes good ground. Vikena to clear it on the 22. Beery, lovely pick up from Tuivasa-Sheck. Now Salesi Rayasi, ball out the back door to Lamb. And now it's Ekoasi taken just 5 metres short of the line. Gibson is there. Ranger trying to get hands on the ball, can't do so. Ahio. Auckland now starting to threaten that Northland line. Ekoasi. Supported by Vikena as he goes into contact. Vikena calling the plays. Fusitua. Now the pick and go from Beery. He stopped just a couple of metres short. Ekoasi again. They hold him up, but the ball's still there for Auckland. This time I think they're going to go past the forwards. They are. Plummer flings it wide. Well, yeah, flings it well wide. Not into touch, though. Tuivasa-Sheck, fend, a step, and a dart, and off he goes again. Well, great work to keep that alive. It was a dud pass, and this time coming flying through the middle, Sammy Knock.
Off feet.
And penalised. Thomas takes it quickly, sets off towards the line. They weren't back, so he's caught them. Rayasi, away it goes to Sullivan, puts the kick up into the breeze. Oh, beautifully marked on the far side. Terrific take, but they'll come back for the penalty.
Looks like he's just showing a card as well for Halamaines, I think, Taylor.
Scrum. Scrum, lads.
Looks like one of the big lock forwards, and they're going for the scrum, and why wouldn't you? 8 versus 7. There he is. He's done for 10 minutes, but a great spot from Thomas.
Let's go, lads.
They had to predict that their halfback wasn't there as he's running with the ball and slowed their own ball and killed the momentum a little bit. But then they went back to what they've been good at, and this is why they are the second most efficient ruck in the comp. And then some great work from Reihana. Spent plenty of time at fullback, so he knows how to take a high ball.
Northland will be gutted with that, having one less player down now, and they put on a good effort in defence, just keeping Auckland out for a number of phases there, but big effort now.
Space, space. Let's go.
Well, they may have sorted their scrum out with 8.
Right.
They're not putting it back in there by the looks, Northland.
Don't bind on his arm early either.
So you have to think Auckland will have a crack first off at the set piece, try and draw some defenders in. And we know they'll have options out wide, but Ikuasi is some powerhouse.
Well, we're just taking a little look at the short side. Rivers Reihana, who took that ball magnificently on the far corner. He's come across to mark up on the short side. And of course, Northland a man down. Referee says, play it. Plummer. Wide pass. Tuivasa-Sheck. AJ Lamb. Oh, they've stopped. That's a great tackle by Jordan Trainer this time. So 2 outstanding pieces of defence in that far corner by Northland. One by Reihana, one by Trainer. Auckland denied. It's a goal line dropout.
Well, he spent plenty of time in the Auckland colours. He'll want to make a good fist of this game, and he does just that. Well done, Jordan Trainer.
Absolutely, that was beautifully read. He went up on the defence, but it was just wrapping that ball up as well and getting his body behind him just to pull him fully out. Great work from Jordan Trainer.
So Reihana down over halfway, nonchalantly trapped by Tuivasa-Sheck. And here come Auckland again. Really have dominated. Rayasi gliding through, tried the offload. And, well, the signal from the assistant referee was to play on. Northland thought there was a knock-on. Dan weighing it, going with his assistant. And so play carries on. Here's Ikuasi.
Advantage, wrong way.
Another advantage at breakdown. Northland have to be really careful. They've already lost 1 to the bin. Repeat infringements. Lamb making strong progress.
Number 7.
Penalty has gone against Louis Nakawangda.
Number 7.
Well,
Don't roll
Auckland
into the
have just got
halfback.
to be mindful not to get frustrated here. They're not chalking up points on the scoreboard, but this will be sucking the tank dry, having to make a lot of tackles early, Northland, and they may still be fresh in this current moment, but the back end of this game is where this will pay dividends.
Sullivan rather hooks the kick into touch.
Not forgetting Auckland going into the breeze as well.
Yeah, you're good there.
Well, you can see from those stats just how they've dominated, but still, despite advantage, just 1 penalty. Berry
No,
and drive
that's
on
fine.
him. And Thomas has it. Plummer puts the head down, goes straight ahead. And getting over the ball,
He's not on the ball.
Vandra can't affect the steal. And now it's with Suani Vikena. Fusi Tua, nice ball from him. Rayasi. Oh, they've got Tamati Tua for offside now. This penalty count really hurting Northland.
Number 13, offside.
They have to keep the pressure on here. It may be in range. But I think they go to the corner, and that's what they're doing. 6 minutes left to go with 14 men. You have to make hay while the sun shines. Great little ball out the back. You can just see Tua missing the timing and the jump.
Well, this kick's gone right into the corner.
Blue on the line.
Half a dozen penalties now.
Sam, come closer, please.
Auckland haven't been penalised once. Annandale in the headgear, coming forward. Well, they take it through the middle, goes to ground, and so they'll have to try and muscle it over. Shea Clark has a go, and he scores. Well, he's the man who took the line out. The drive didn't work, but the young flanker was there to pick it up and drive it over, and Auckland have the first try of the game.
Well, you could hear Thomas screaming more to his forward pack, and this man came to life. Great little pickup, little sidestep. Northland doing some great work defensively on Auckland's maul. Look at the energy. If Clark pops up, he says, I'll do it, and I'll do it all on my own. Well done.
Good work from Clark as well. He was absolutely trapped under 3 or 4 bodies there, but he managed to perk up just right. Right timing as well. Caught Northland completely off guard. Will come from that well-executed line-out, which hasn't been the strong suit from Auckland, but they'll be happy with that one.
Well, they talk about rugby being a game you have to be on your feet to play it, and the effort that he made to get back onto his feet after winning the line-out is very commendable. Looking over at the Auckland bench, you can see Nico Jones there and shot. On the bench tonight, Marcel Renata there on left, and Sullivan. That snakes it inside the right-hand upright. And now Auckland have something to show for 20 minutes of dominance. They lead by 10-0.
Northland taking their time just to get back. Milk as much of that time on the yellow card as possible. Ref's giving them the hurry up. Need to get some field position, though, so you can expect this one to go long.
Well, he looks happy, doesn't he, Clark? Nice moment for the young man. Scoring at Eden Park. Restart, taken down by Beery. Thomason quickly, and Auckland go to work again. Here he is again, the try scorer, Clark.
Use it, 9!
Thomas told to use it, so he bangs one downfield, not really holding up in the breeze as he might have liked. Trainer comfortably able to take it. Now Rehana can't get away from Blake Gibson. Knockers there. Trainer flings the pass wide. Here's Matt Matic looking for a ball on the outside. Oh, clever. Murray. Hidimaya Murray. He's brilliant. And he sets it up for Jordan Trainer. That's a beauty. What a great response from the Taniwha.
Oh, Matic, Murray, Trainer for the finish, lighting up the Garden of Eden. You beauty. The Northland fans that have travelled would have enjoyed that, no doubt. All of the fans tuning in. Nice little ball from Matic, but that just shows how quick that man is, Murray. Jordan Trainer getting one against his old foes.
Absolutely, and the work from Matic as well, just to square up Lamb. Lamb had to commit, and man, the speed from Hidimaya Murray, he's got plenty of it. Only a minute 20 for Northland to respond back to that. Oh, how good from them.
Well, Hidimaya Murray, he scored 8 tries, but he gets the assist for this time. Just the way he ghosted on the outside of Matic. Matic with very good awareness to see what was unfolding, and the fact that he stayed in play too, Murray. He didn't have a lot of room to move, and then the perfect timing of the pass. That's a really, really good try. And Rivers Reihana from wide out can close the gap up to 3. Not a bad looking kick either, but he's just drifted it away. So it's 10-5, but scoring with a man in the bin, that's a great effort from Northland.
Certainly is, and that man was the star of the show. All out gas. Nice moment for Trainer as well. Northland right back in this.
Amazing how quickly a game can turn. Auckland really owned the first quarter of this match, but just one lightning strike from Northland. Reihana sends it deep. Sullivan, nice pass, square across the ground to Tuivasa Reasi, the no look away to Sullivan. Put on the ground by Rush, that's Rob Rush. And tearing through was Brady Rush, but referee says offside. Looked like he'd got away with it for a moment.
Slightly early.
Well, it might have been a slight knock on before Brady Rush came through there, but Touchy didn't see it. Communicated a penalty. Oh no, it came off his boot.
Yeah, and he said that he went a little bit too early, so the ball was still technically in the ruck.
Auckland line-out operating very efficiently.
Yeah, getting a bit off. So I suppose that's what you call a rush defence, isn't it? It's Rob and Brady, but unfortunately got penalised. Get a bit of an outcome though, because the throw wasn't straight.
Scrum, boys. Scrum.
Well, it had been operating very efficiently. Just drifting with the breeze. You get that spiral tight enough. So a little bit of a reprieve for Northland. Surprisingly, Northland have played a lot of rugby. They've kicked the most in the competition. But if you look at that Trainer try, he ran from deep. It'll be interesting to see what tactic they take here. You can see Bernard Ranger right in the mix. He wants a carry, no doubt.
They just need ball in hand, don't they? They've been starved of possession and territory this entire game. Just one or two little errors getting away from them, and it'll be interesting to see how good they go here.
Well, that's back-to-back errors for Auckland, and they go fast.
Reihana slams it downfield. Now they've got to watch the bounce here, or just bounces back in field for a moment. That was threatening. Might have been the 50-22 of the season. That one, Tuivasa not in the mood to kick tonight. Takes it out to the 22. Ranger has somehow infiltrated enemy territory, and they flick it away to Tamati Tua. So good work from Ranger, who's always been a menace at the breakdown. Right through his career, never scared to mix it. Now, Elui Nakawandra, they go a train, a bit of room here for Rush. Oh, the Rush brothers. Oh! And Northland have levelled it up.
You can't beat that, brother to brother, and that is as easy as you like. Brady Rush freeing up Rob Rush as he runs around for the try. Too good Northland, and the collision area. Mentioned Ranger earlier around the breakdown. He will not let you off, and he gets a great turnover there, and then they just make every post a winner. Great little ball here from Trainer, drew the defence out, Reasi, and then from there on it was as easy as it comes. Well done, Northland.
The fact that it came from a scrum penalty within their own 22 as well, and just to boot it downfield, and then about 4 Northland players swarmed Roger Tuivasa just to get that turnover. Incredible and impressive work from Northland.
Well, the Auckland coaching box won't be happy. As you mentioned, 3 errors on their part. As you see that man, he has played a lot of minutes and he deserves some celebrating.
Yeah, that is phenomenal, that a loose forward, a high attrition role, should play that many minutes. No one else in NPC deserves that try more, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Just a bit of news, Sione Ahio has come off for an HIA and Angus Ta'avao Mato's on.
Oh, Tamati Tua coming across. He was instrumental as well. He just made that little move after the breakdown steal. Got them going forward. Well, Northland somehow, after making a very rocky start, find themselves in front 12-10. Remember, they do have the advantage of the breeze in the first half. I'm not sure it matters that much to a team like Northland. Sullivan goes looking for a space. Taken in the tackle just short of the halfway mark. Tuivasa Shek dragging a couple of defenders with him. Auckland go back to work. They'll be stung by that. Clark with the carry. Now Sullivan. Ta'avao getting involved. Rayasi runs into a bit of a space. Can't get past the tackle of Reihana though. Ta'avao quickly out the back and a drop ball. Well, it was Josh Fusitua the pass, perhaps a little bit low, but maybe guilty of having a wee look ahead too.
Well, you can see why Angus Ta'avao has played international rugby. Two great balls out the back. It's given the opportunity to free up the outside, but Fusitua just couldn't hold this one. But square hips, quick hands from Ta'avao. Just might have had a look up, Taylor.
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of hard to catch a ball when it's spiralling towards your kneecaps, isn't it? Just unfortunately, not a strong finish on that one from Zahn Sullivan.
Well, not straight at the last one. And it ended at a try the other end. They'll want to sort this out. There'll be some demons, mental demons, because it's been a tough season.
2008 last time Northland won here. They've had a couple of famous wins here, well, in the history of the NPC, but of course you go back to the 70s and those fantastic Ranfurly Shield challenges between North Auckland, as they were known then, in Auckland. And Northland had come to town with the Going brothers and Joe Morgan, Rod Jones and the like. Oh, Auckland have got it. They did get a penalty from that breakdown move, and now they're going to get another one. Liam Halameem's back on the field and giving away the penalty. That's been the real blight on this game for Northland. You imagine what the situation might be if they weren't facing a 9-0 penalty count.
He is lucky, isn't he? He's going to the other lock, though. Sam Kidd. I was going to say that was as deliberate as it comes. So Sam Kidd having 10 more minutes. Well, 10 minutes. Northland having 10 more minutes.
Yeah, 14 aside again for the Taniwha. And Auckland now with a line out, 5 from the line. Chance to get themselves back in front. Again, the target is Shay Clark. Vikena has it in the back. And got to be careful here. Well, he's ruled that it wasn't taken down. Vikena lunging at the line, just short. Annandale has a wee look. And they're offside here. They have another go. It's Clark looking for a second. Can't get there. Beery now has a go. He's over. Well, I think Northland might be lucky here and that they conceded a try, because that was almost another yellow card.
Well, this is Auckland's DNA when they're playing hot, is their forwards doing the work. They're deliberate in the collisions. Hard carries, leg driving, great cleans. Mentioned their ruck efficiency earlier in the game, but this is a big part of it, and great work from Berry to get over from that close range.
Yeah, it really works in Auckland's favour just to have the numbers there. Like you said, the ruck efficiency is at 96%. So it's good carrying clean from them just to retain the ball. They look better when they're able to string those phases together, and Joshua Berry, it's well done from him.
Conversion is good, and so Auckland are back in front. It's 17-12 at Eden Park. I mentioned before, James, this fella here turning out again for Auckland this season and been very much in the front line. He's just a good worker, isn't he?
Certainly is, and he's put on a bit of size this season. And you can see it in that try. Big body. He's also been very efficient around the breakdown turnovers, something Brodie Retallick's made every young lot look to do now. He's got many strings to his bow. It's Josh Berry, big future.
Rehana sends it down to Bryce Heem again, taking the kickoff, getting play back to the 22, and O'Sullivan this time got the call from Plummer. Let's have a go, says Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Now Lamb stepping and brushing off the tackles too. He's got through another couple. This is a tremendous run from AJ Lamb. Nice ball out the back too from Sione Ahiol to keep it going. Tuivasa-Sheck really asking a lot of questions on defence. Gibson. Knock has to make the tackle. Thomas in very quickly. Here's Berry again. Keeping it going. Auckland up over halfway. Ta'avao, another lovely pass from him. Show of the ball from Plummer. A sweeping movement from Auckland. Tuivasa-Sheck, well, he's been involved right since the start of it. Now they're almost to the 22. Vikena. Thomas clears it away. Sullivan quickly away to Clark.
No, you can play, good.
Northland really holding on here. Oh, Salesi Rayasi gliding onto it. Does well to keep it alive too, but then a forward pass. Well, that was a wonderful sweeping movement. Goes unrewarded from Auckland, but they've taken play from deep inside their own 22 to deep inside the Northland one.
Well, they'll be frustrated when they go off script, because when they stick to their plan, they are as good as anything in this competition, with men with hot feet like AJ Lamb, Tuivasa-Sheck, Salesi Rayasi towards the end. Looking for a tight line there. To be fair, it was on. He just didn't get his timing right.
What's working for Auckland at the moment, though, is their forwards are doing that big hard yard up the middle, and it gives all the space for the outsides to just chew up those metres. And you can see 20 metres of it chewed up by AJ Lamb. Post-contact too, about 4 or 5 defenders hanging off him. Some good go forward. Everyone doing their job. It's just those little errors starting to sneak through.
I have to say too, Angus Ta'avao has come on and he has thrown 3 absolutely perfect backdoor passes.
And the reason why we're identifying that is because he keeps square down the field, which means his defender has to stay on him in the thought that he may run or may pass. So he's doing a great job in the attacking frame of things in their phase play. He's going to be put to work here. You mentioned it, Taylor. He gave a big speech. Now he'll want to lead this and deliver on it.
It was the stuff of movies. He might have written the script himself. He's definitely showing it with his actions, like you say, James. And I don't think he would have expected to be on the field this early. Just finding out now on the HIA update.
Already Ranger has had to pack down on the side of the scrum because they're a man short. They've had to put Rush into the second row. They do well to come away with it and send Auckland back down where Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, well, he was going to attack the ball, decided better off it, and sends it away to Lamb. Well, he's already made one good run. He breaks away from one tackle, desperately taken by Rush. Managed to get the bottom of his shirt. Rayasi driven to the ground. Now Sullivan pops it away to Vikena. Matic making the tackle on him. But they're getting just such good momentum, Auckland. Gibson ranging wide. Now Heem taking it close to the touchline. Hard into contact there for Thomas. Sullivan nonchalantly moves it on. Fusitua. Now a little pick and go up the middle by Berry. Tarval comes in. Good support play from him. Sullivan to the line. Vikena. Ranger makes the tackle. Stations himself over the ball. Comes away with it. Ready, Ranger. He's still got it. 37 tomorrow. And now the kick. Oh, he's got the kick too. But he couldn't hang on to it. Now it's been picked up by Shea Clark. He's kept it alive. Rayasi is there. Tarval, I think he was having a little breather out in the middle of the park. Suddenly finds himself with the ball. Well, Rennie Ranger, the magic's still there. Almost did something pretty amazing. Now Sam not coming through, trying to disrupt, but Auckland react, and it's there. Tarval. Been busy, hasn't he? Just hearing that Sione Ahio has failed his HIA and also failed to hang on to that ball. And off goes Jared Adams on a bruising run. Murray is there in support. Oh, and loads it brilliantly. Tamati too is going in at the corner, and the score's a level again. That's another beauty from the Taniwha.
Stand up, Rob Rush. He had his ears on. He heard ball was out at that breakdown. Got in there, got the turnover, and was outstanding off the back of this man, who is just a force when it comes to breakdown turnovers. There's Rush's turnover. Adams, a good, strong carry. Tightens the Auckland defence. And this is nice from Murray. Holds it up. Draws in the last defender. How good Northland. Stand up and whangarei.
Absolutely, that was brilliant to watch, especially down here sideline. People were screaming for Ranger to get the ball back. But you could see when Auckland had it, they just had no structure. They biffed it back in the inside with Angus Ta'avao, and they also just didn't go back to their system. And Northland saw it and pounced on it and absolutely reaped the rewards now.
Well, there's so much to like about that passage of play. I think, too, you've got to give some credit with Rehana. That ball that he got away in traffic, that really opened things up. So now, if he can convert the try, Northland are back in front, and not bad going when they've been down a man for 18 minutes of the 39 played. Here's the attempted conversion. It is over. It's a really good kick. Well, we're seeing some fantastic rugby played by these teams. It's all over the place, and Northland lead it by 19-17. Time almost up. You just get the feeling that these sides probably not going to be looking for the touchline. They just want to keep playing. Well, let's see now. No, they will. They're in front at half-time. Rehana, who's had an excellent first half, they put the ball out. And at half-time, Northland have recovered from a rocky start. They have scored some scintillating tries, 3 of them, to lead 19-17, despite having 2 players in the bin.
Starts Thursday, live Sky Sport 5.
That's off the charts.
Because one ball is all it takes.
Oh, what about that?
England Black Caps, Thursday live on Sky Sport 1.
Want to get your feet summer ready? Shoal Velvet Smooth Foot Care System from Chemist Warehouse takes the hard work out of foot exfoliation for summer feet in an instant. And it's just $39.99. Live, look, feel fabulous at Chemist Warehouse.
There is nothing like a Crown for picking it up and putting it down.
Crown electric lift trucks are built tough to handle any job. And for manoeuvrability, Crown electric lift trucks are designed to get it done faster. Best of all, Crown electric lift trucks are safer for the environment with no harmful gas emissions. Crown electric lift trucks, tough on the inside, gentle on the outside. There is nothing like a Crown.
Robert Rabbit has lost his boots. Looking. He found them. No.
And done.
In the early 1900s, the Māori councils advocated.
NPC continues tomorrow, live on Sky Sport.
Oh, hey, cleaning your driveway, eh?
Yeah.
30 seconds, spray and walk away, concentrate.
No, wet and forget, moss and mould remover.
It's a bit pricey, eh? You should try this, my friend.
Wasn't that the same price?
In store at over 120 hardware stores around New Zealand. Not even close.
Like 70 bucks?
Less.
60 bucks?
Lower.
50?
Less than half the price of that one, mate.
What?
It's nuts, eh? It does the same thing and has the same active ingredients.
Just a better price?
Yeah. Just don't like seeing people throw their money away. For you, man. Don't pay more, eh?
Would you rather toes the nipple or nipples the toes?
Imagine stubbing your nipple.
Would you rather live with the regret of something you did or something you didn't do?
All right, I've got one. Would you rather have gone out with your mates last night and had too many beers? And maybe thought about everyone else in your life? Or would you rather have gone out with your mates last night and jumped in your car and get stopped by the cops? What would you rather?
Blackout deals on Bosch appliances at Harvey Norman. Right now, receive up to $1,200 bonus gift card on eligible Bosch appliances. Bonus $250 gift card with this Bosch laundry package. Bonus $500 gift card with this Bosch cooking package. Bonus $750 gift card with this Bosch cooking package. Or a massive bonus $1,200 gift card with this Bosch full kitchen package. Blackout deals on Bosch appliances at Harvey Norman.
Tēnā koe. Hai koe. Did you know that ACC supports access to rongoā Māori? I could really do with a miri after the fall I had last week. Don't tough it out. Tai hoake and get help.
What are you up to, Juddy? I'm looking at the multitude of options for farmers to grow their own feed. You need glasses?
No, allowed halo. Farmers need to hear this.
Spot on, Juddy. There's huge benefits for farm-grown feed. Available pasture and forage options means farmers have choice.
And we have all the information to help farmers make that choice at gofarmgrowing.co.nz so they can grow with confidence.
That's a wrap, Juddy.
It's a Brassica L.
Hi, Greg Grover from Nova. Here's an offer you should be all over. It's our endless mobile and broadband multi-saver combo. Get endless mobile from just $29 a month, plus 3 months free. Save again with endless fibre broadband from $75 a month. And you get 2 Nokia beacons for powerful Wi-Fi. Enjoy endless everything with our favourite mobile and broadband multi-saver combo. And don't forget, the more products you have with Nova, the more you save all over.
The ruthless Panthers juggernaut are at the doorstep of greatness.
He's fired up!
Standing in their way, the fearless and electrifying Broncos. The NRL Grand Final, Sunday, live Sky Sport.
Welcome back to Eden Park, where Northland lead by 19-17. Certainly a fair bit for the coaching staff of both teams to have a think about during the break. Let's hear from the Auckland side of things first. Jeff Iromi with Taylor.
Well, Jeff, you guys had a dominant first 20 minutes, but then started to leak a couple of tries there. What are your take on that first half?
I think we just got to keep believing and trusting in what we're doing really well. And then obviously, if we can sort of get some wins out and gains out of that, like, you know, building pressure we talked about. So we just, we're sort of making it hard for ourselves at the moment.
And absolutely, I guess, what is that key focus going into the second? We know how dominant you guys are in that closing 20 minutes.
Just belief, trust in what we're doing, trust each other, you know, in our cause, get to the right areas of the field and just apply pressure and play. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hopefully we see that in the second half. All the best.
Thank you.
Well, Ross, you guys were 2 men down, but now you secured 3 tries and the lead. What do you make of that first half?
Probably discipline and one-on-one tackles is costing us at the moment. We show that when we get down there, or even have the ball, we can create tries from sort of anything. So it's just fixing our mistakes on D and discipline. Yeah.
And with the message at halftime, have you guys addressed using that wind maybe in the second half?
From what I think, we think we've got it in the second half, but we've had it. But we're just looking to play with the ball and hopefully see what we can do.
Well, hopefully we see that in the second half and you close it out.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to know exactly which way the wind's blowing at times. He talks about the discipline. Yep, 9 penalties conceded to none, but they've also had to make over 100 tackles. From an Auckland perspective, yep, well, they've done what they do well, but it's the moments in between. And Northland, the way they have been able to strike and score those tries.
Also the way they've stopped them. Don't forget Trainer's try saver. So it's all on here in the second 40.
Yep, haven't won at Eden Park for a good long time. They did beat Auckland last year, did Northland. Straight away, Sullivan goes to the air. The searching kick, but Rivers Rehana, who has had an outstanding first half, and now here's the flanker, Lui Nakalvandra, steaming down into the 23. Quick ball for the Tunnies. Here they come again, and it's Jared Adams throwing himself at the defence. Knock sends it away on the right. Lui Nakalvandra wants some more. They'll switch it back to the left. Halameems takes on a couple. They're just 10 metres away from the line here, Northland. Looking to strike early. Still down a man. Rangers standing imperiously in the tackle. Knock, they keep it alive. And Halameem says we're going to be going this way. Here's Lui Nakalvandra again. Back to the left. Adams. Driven back in the tackle. Rehana is there. Flat ball to Halameems. And Auckland get a penalty. It's Leilani Thomas, the halfback, going in bravely there, just to stem the tide and win a relieving penalty.
Well, you see this more and more. But this is some break. I'll be disappointed in that chase, Auckland. Kick was put up as a contestable. They targeted the ref, Northland. Put them under immense pressure, but then that man, Thomas, getting the turnover, and so many halfbacks do it. Mitch Drummond, one of the best exponents of it. He would be well up there in the turnover stakes for the competition. Courageous when they're such small men to go into those dark places.
Good space, find the middle. Find the middle. Nine. Go back, please.
Well, looks like they've been restored to their full number. Northland cared. Both the locks have been in the bin. Out to Ivasa Shek. He's done some real damage tonight so far. And Thomas, that's messy ball. Tamati Tour was getting amongst the forwards and causing some issues. Now sprinting back into position. And Thomas now clears it away. Vikena trying to grab back some control. Nice ball out the back from Berry. Ranger with the tackle on Ekoasi. Now Fusitua makes a few hard ones. Thomas, Sullivan now, Vikena. Keep working the ball through the hands. Down towards the 10-metre mark they go. Sullivan again. Fusitua. Now Clark, they came at him quickly. Offloads off, beautiful offload. To Ivasa Shek, trying to sprint into a half gap. Tanielu Telia in jersey 20. Annandale with the carry. Oh, Auckland building as they did throughout the first half, but a mistake comes. And so Northland survive another period on defence, take their tackle total up over 120, and no further addition to the score.
Sub 12.
Well, they're making them make a lot of tackles, but they're going to have to do something differently to change up the defensive success of Northland, because they're making their low chop tackles, getting in, disrupting that ball, and it's not allowing them to get their momentum as there's a number of substitutions. Taylor.
Absolutely. We've got Lenny Apisayan as well as Marcel Renata coming on just to put a little bit more effort into that scrum that's been battling it out in that first half, and now again into the second. They've also brought on Tania Telia for Harry Plummer.
Really good setup.
2008, the last time, we mentioned it in the first half, the last time that Northland won here, there was a famous win a few years before that. I remember James Arledge kicking a sideline conversion because he went up to Northland from Auckland.
Hang on. Keep your line. Keep your line.
A few giggles from the men up front. That man's all business tonight. Exceptional.
17 years since he made his debut, 2006.
Crouch.
So he'd be the only one who would know in this Northland team about beating Auckland on Eden Park. Northland get a penalty here.
First his knee on the ground and then he's going again.
And that was Rob Rush giving it the big boom. Talk about getting in your face.
I think it was blue. It's a fond cry of Northland. And that was delivered with some passion and power.
Not well taken by the Tunny Farm mascot on the far side. Does a face plant trying to catch the ball.
Gotta love the energy from Rob Rush there. He knows a couple of these players familiar with the Blues.
Shortened line out. Moulds with the throw. Who knows what we've got in store? Well, that ball not taken cleanly or not controlled, and Berry comes through. Tuivasa Shek. And just to skip past the first tackle, that of Rehana. Now Telia. Good strong drive from him, put on the ground by Luinaka Vandra. Back in the pocket. Zahn Sullivan looking for some distance. Trainer making a belated return to the Northland team, Jordan Trainer. Now Roger Tuivasa-Sheck slipping, but Sullivan is there and calmly sends a long punt down to the 20. Oh boy! Well, he hasn't done much wrong this year, Hedimaya Murray. He's a brilliant winger, but that one bouncing away off the chest, and that is an absolute stroke of fortune for Auckland.
It might be just the stroke of luck they needed.
Come down.
Obviously trying to run themselves out of trouble. Sullivan had seen enough of that. And belted one down there, and now they've got a prime opportunity to get themselves back into a rhythm.
Hang on. Northland,
you do have a long time to think about those kicks when they're heading your way, because they're coming from a fair distance, aren't they?
Haven't spent too much time in the backfield, but I'm sure it certainly feels like an age.
No, I've seen you seagulling before. Well, Auckland take it from the line out.
Backwards.
And squirted behind H.A. Lamb. Heen. Tauval this time not throwing a pass, going into contact. Annandale. Auckland, well, thought they had a turnover there. Now coming through, Hallamines all over the halfback. Rayasi. Well, again, that nonchalant ease with which he plays the game. Look out, Bryce Heem. Almost served up a bit of a hospital pass there, but Murray just couldn't quite get a shot on him.
No.
Auckland struggle to get things going in the right direction here at the moment, though. Thomas, Sullivan, Berry. Good carry from him. Matic rides him to the ground just short of the 22. Sullivan again, bit of width on it. And Clark. Oh, attempted rip, but Rayasi's picked it up. Well, it was Brady Rush who went and tried to rip the ball away. Somehow it fell for Auckland. And Salesi Rayasi, so they've still got it. No, now penalty. And more jubilation amongst the Taniwha as Auckland are frustrated again.
Well, I have to say I don't blame them. It is quite messy at the breakdown. He's letting a lot go.
Yeah, I'll catch you over there.
But they're getting out-muscled and a little bit out-passioned from the Northland Taniwha. They are just relentless and they're coming in droves. You'd have to say trainer has to roll out of there. And I don't know if there's any clear release. There's a bit going on there for me.
Absolutely. Well, the Northland, that fight's just in them, isn't it?
Oh, bit untied a bit. Sammy Knock takes it off. He goes breaking into space. Sam Knock. He's going to have Tuivasa Shek on. Puts the kick ahead. Sullivan gets back to it first. And he sends a long kick down over halfway, misjudged by Lui Nakavandra. And oh, what a result! What a result! Thought he had it the flank. Well, trainer says, don't worry, son, let's just keep it going. Here's Murray, bit of space here too. This could be dangerous. Dinks a little kick downfield, then runs into a defender. Well, that's what the referee said he did. No, Auckland have it. Fingertip stuff from Roger Tuivasa Shek to take an awkward pass. Again, counter-rucking and winning a penalty. Northland, well, aggression at the breakdown, disrupting and winning another penalty.
Well, that was Matt Matic, co-skipper, got through there. I'm sure you're allowed to use your feet. He was definitely having a few soccer hacks at it. But this is a great run from Knock. And Reihana was held back initially on his left-hand side, so Auckland were lucky to get away with that. You see Matic just there, a couple of strikes at the ball. Just have to walk over it, but ref didn't see it.
Well, as long as he's not kicking it forward, I think, is the decision there. You can't hack it through, but he was trying to ruck it back on his own side. But now they take play inside the 22. How important are the next points in this game going to be?
Angus, same as them.
Well, you never know, do you? Things are just happening in such flashes throughout this match. Matty Moulds. Players concentrated down towards the back of the line out for Northland. Moulds. It's a nice ball away too. Reihana put on the ground by Blake Gibson. Northland onto the attack. Here's Matic, doing such a good job as captain this year. Now Elui Nakavandra, powerful carry from him. Hawkins is on the field. Dan Hawkins in 22. Struggling to get it back. Now Knock goes to the short side. Rush. Can't get away from Sullivan. Just managed to grab him round the ankle. Auckland try a bit of counter-ruck. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Oh, Hawkins, well, he was thrown to the ground and he got up and went straight back at Rousey. Bit of a scuffle off the ball on the far side. It's just things nearing boiling point out there now. Maybe not so many smiles at the moment.
Northland have made a couple of changes there, TJ, already. They've changed their complete front row. Jordan Olsen, Robert Cobb, Wilton Rabolo, Alan Craig, as well as Dan Hawkins, you saw, and he already had a massive impact in the opening minutes that he's took the field for Rena Ranger. Sam Knock just getting a little bit of attention with just a bit of blood there.
Well, quite a bit of blood. Oh, I think they want to have a look at it and see what happened. Well, this, if there's any foul play, could be a watershed moment in this game.
So if there's nothing there, we go back to a holding on penalty over here for Auckland. Thanks, mate.
Certainly got spicy.
Yeah.
Might have just copped a stray sprig. Or a head clash, maybe.
Well, we think we might have found something. Let's have a look.
We just want to see the tackle before that, mate. On the Northland winger.
Well, that's when things started getting lively. Rayasi and Caird. Going to have another look here. Maybe just go back a little bit earlier, I think is the request.
I think it's the tackle on Hawkins, been around the neck from Rayasi.
Boy, Rush got absolutely buried in that tackle by Tamati Tua. There's Hawkins going in there now. Rayasi comes through on it.
I don't believe he's foul play yet. I don't believe it's played his turn. Yeah. He's still hanging on to his left. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. I agree. Mate, we're happy. Matt. Thanks, mate. No, I don't think there's foul play there. It's just the dynamics of the tackle. Yeah. But then we've got the holding on, so we're going to go to a penalty here. But what I need both of you to go away is talk to your teams and tell them just to play rugby and stay and don't do that stuff off the ball. Yeah. Okay? Oh, we're not doing anything, mate. Yeah. That's both teams, though, eh?
Just on our rocks, I know we need to be stronger, but I feel like they're coming around the side taking our
Oh, Matt Badich.
Mate, I think they're fairly coming through. Yeah.
Humour coming through there.
Just a little contrast in the styles of the two captains. Mate, we're not doing anything. And then from Matic, and then Angus, a picture of sweet reason and diplomacy. And diplomacy wins out. I think there's a couple of things you could have looked at there, but in the end, I do think, just touching on something you said before, maybe Dan Wanger just needs to take a little more control over the breakdown, because he's been allowing a lot, and I think it's just in danger of blowing up. Annandale wins the line out.
Come now, in the 5.
Auckland with that relieving penalty.
He's good, he's through the middle.
Oh, Rush has done some great mahi there. He's come right through the middle. If he can collapse that, they'll get the turnover. He is having an absolute blinder, Rob Rush.
Oh, he needs to bring the blue call out again. He is just all out energy tonight. Both of the skippers, Matic and Rush, but he is featured in pretty much everything that's gone well for Northland, and that is a big turnover.
Well, you can see why he's played the more minutes than any other player for the NPC. You just want him on the field, don't you? He's so effective. Before this game today, he's already made 95 tackles and 116 attacking rucks, just the workhorse of Rob Rush.
Crouch! Fine!
You get the feeling Dad's enjoying it too. Oh, Northland with the scrum feed. Hawkins, our trainer, and looking for an angle, bangs it into touch. Not a 50-22, but still a good kick to drive Auckland back again.
Smart footy. They brought Roger Tuivasa-Sheck up from the backfield, put the kick in. Rayasi couldn't get across in time. Calm, composed, this Northland side. 2 points up, keeping Auckland just where they want them.
Not straight the call. That doesn't help.
Well, off the last not straight, they had to go 90-odd metres Northland, and they did score from there. They're a lot closer on this occasion. You see the dominance of Auckland. What those 3 victories would have meant to Northland. Certainly saw it last season.
Yeah, only 3 since the inception of the NPC back in 1976. Before that, they scored some great wins here, particularly with the Shield at stake, but it's been lean pickings.
Well, interesting. They brought Hawkins from Northland running at first 5 right now.
Auckland get the scrum penalty. It goes against the Brazilian Wilton Rebolo.
Oh, that is exactly what Auckland were looking for. They need to go to their pack. They have been dominant in parts of this game, but they've come in and out in the second half. Particularly the breakdown, they've been out passion there. So good clearing kick. I think they need to use the boot more themselves. Northland running 2 fullbacks, and their wingers are high defensively, so that crossfield kick could be on.
Auckland, those 2 costly defeats, really damaging what would look like fairly positive hopes of a home quarter final. Clark again, the target at line-out time. Funaki in at half-back now, and a good strong carry. AJ Lamb's good. Well, he's looked good when he's had the ball in hand. Berry again puts up his hands for a carry. Gibson driving into Alan Craig. Switch of play from Zahn Sullivan, and now he creates a little half gap. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck storming down over the 22. Leaves the ball behind. Oh, no, says knock on.
That's forward in the contact.
Said he lost it initially in contact before it rolled back, but again, just Auckland threatening, but not finishing.
One thing I love about this man on screen is his expectations on himself.
Mark's made, lads, let's go.
Fantastic carry from him, frees him up, almost trips over himself again. He's that good on his feet. It's a big carry over Matic, and it is stripped out, so you can sense his frustration.
The language getting a bit choice out there. Apologies if you're offended by that.
Crouch! Bang! Sit!
Well, remarkably, we've had no alteration to the half-time score. Still 19-17 to Northland. Oh, the scrum ball got awkward, and it's been grabbed by Funaki. Sullivan gets rid of it quickly. Kick out towards the wings, gone into touch. Tanielu Telia, I'm not sure that was the best possible option.
Well, I mentioned a crossfield kick, but not from a turnover. Lamb wasn't flat enough, and it was a little bit heavy. See, he looked over there expecting Lamb to be there, but he was waiting for the ball to come to width. So Northland breathe a sigh of relief.
Auckland challenge at line-out time, but it falls for knock, and then left behind by Matic. And again, a bit of a scrap at the breakdown. They've been messy. To say they've been allowed to get messy. Attempted clearing kick from Rehan, I think may have taken a deflection. Either way, it hasn't gone into touch. And here's Tuivasa-Sheck again. He's challenged them every time he's had the ball. Berry tackled from behind Jordan Olsen it was. Ekoasi, Sullivan goes to the line. Oh, what a great offload. Telia, the ball's squared away, bounces back off the upright, but it is a knock forward. Ball lost in contact. Marcel Renata thought he might have been in there for a moment.
Sam Knock.
Seven.
So there's a substitution. We'll watch this little offload. Sam Knock from behind. Just gets his hand in there.
Well, he's punched that out of his grip, off the post, back into the field of play. I'm not sure that that's the right decision that's been made there.
You've seen it be play on previously.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Consistent,
so
yeah.
It could have been a try to Marcel Renata, but not to be. It's not how the ref saw it.
Yeah, and how often do you see that, right? Northland, they've made one change as well. Samone Uluanako Vadra is off and Sam McNamara is on.
Yeah, they often treat a strip like a knock-on, but that was a punch. He just fair punched it out. Anyway, play carries on. Rehana, well, they've left it behind. They don't want to be too adventurous here. Could get themselves into a whole lot of trouble.
Let's go here.
Well, you've seen the energy of Northland when they've got a turnover. You can just sense the Auckland team are a little flat, trying to generate
both you,
some excitement, but there's definitely a few nerves.
Just a little bit. Slightly up. Slightly up.
That's a telling stat. They have had a lot of possession, a high number of turnovers and handling errors. But the penalties obviously weighted the other direction.
I'm not sure the mood they're in. There's any point in trying to tell the Taniwha not to do anything risky, because so much that they've risked has been rewarded. But this one could be costly. Northland scrum has really got better and better, but now here's Funaki having a go, and he stopped just fall short. Gibson struggling for the line, caught just short. Matic made the tackle, but they're only a metre or so away. Tarvel passes away to the right. Staunch defence on the line, but a try's been scored.
Number 6 over here, off his feet.
Oh no, it's penalty. Beg your pardon. He put the arm up. It's a penalty that's gone against Rob Rush.
Number 6, off feet at the ruck.
Well, it was very clear. He told him no, no, no. He still went through with it. And as you say, they're prepared to risk it because they have been rewarded. Great run from Funaki, the power athlete that is Gibson. He thought he was going over, but some great defence from Matic and Tua, and that's the infringement right there, and very clear and evident.
Shot, lads, sorry.
Well, when that arm went up, I thought it was to signal a try. In fact, it was to signal a penalty.
What's that, sorry?
Blake Gibson getting slowly back to his feet. Let's take a look at the live ladder in a moment. As I say, Northland can't make the 8. Auckland, well, at the moment they're in the bonus.
20 seconds.
And that would be enough.
Well, it will change shortly, no doubt. You'd like to think Sullivan will nudge this over.
Well, it's almost out of character for this game to take the shot at goal, but they want to get their noses back in front. Those are the first points of the second half. A penalty by Zahn Sullivan, his second of the game.
It's the same as what your guys do when your guy was going down. If the ball's
and Auckland
the ball's out, so
lead at 20-19.
Northland have just quickly changed their halfback. Sam Knock takes a seat and Lesate Milo Harris is on.
Dan Hawkins, who made his NPC debut on this ground for Tasman, and that's going back a few years. Auckland with it just inside their 22. Just trying to bring a semblance of order to things. Sullivan, well, he hooks the kick back in field, a long way downfield, and here is Daniel Hawkins, and off he goes, scurrying up over halfway. Oh, nice ball away to Rehana, left it behind, but the referee has blown a penalty.
He can't play the ball in front of you.
Can that man on screen have the legs for that kick? But they're going to the corner. This paints the picture. 170 tackles already, and there's still 15 to play. So at 90%, they have done a hell of a job, Northland.
Well, yeah, you make that many tackles, you are going to miss a few. But now they've got a chance from that penalty. A line out about 8 metres from the corner. A slow, purposeful walk to the line out. Jordan Olsen sends it into the middle. Taken down by Sam Caird. And Olsen has it in the back. Can't move it initially. Now it starts to go forward. Here's Olsen fighting his way towards the line. Stopped just short. Milo Harris sends the pass away. Adam stopped just a couple short. Rush has a go. He gets close. Referee's playing advantage. Milo Harris has a look. Here's Kidd stretching out. He's just short. Referee's playing advantage again. Olsen taken by his opposite number, Lenny Apisai. Oh, Northland looking to regain the lead. Kick out from Hawkins to the wing. Oh, a Ludes rush, but he's gone back and he's got it. Well, if he'd taken it at the first go, it might well have been a try. Now the referee is going to bring them back for a penalty. I think there's some concern over Zahn Sullivan, is it? Who's gone to ground a bit heavily.
Rush, I think.
Oh, no, Rush.
Yeah.
He looks in some pain too. I think he might have just got caught under the body of an Auckland defender.
Boys need to be smarter, okay?
Just needed that kick to come off the boot a little cleaner, did Hawkins, because he would have waltzed him.
It'll be about 7 from the sideline on the 5.
This big effort from this Northland pack went to work, and they were not shying away from rolling their sleeves up. And here's this kick. It just came off the side of the hoof. Just put him under pressure. Just maybe get caught. Oh, yeah.
That doesn't look good, does it? Brady Rush is getting caught under Zahn Sullivan. You can see that they were all tussling about earlier, and now they're just all paused and just making sure he's okay, just checking on his ankle.
Well, big day tomorrow in Hamilton. We've got Canterbury against Waikato in the NPC, and then Black Ferns against Australia. Still tickets for that match to see your world champion Black Ferns in action. That's the second of the two games. There's the QR code. You can scan that for tickets. Get along for the O'Reilly Cup. All Blacks Italy get up for it tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. from Lyon. From 7 o'clock, the All Blacks looking for a win that should see them through to the quarterfinals. Yep, for that one for sure.
Well, they're still attending to Brady Rush.
Let's have a look and see what else is coming up in the NPC this weekend. There's that Waikato-Canterbury match. Waikato, that's a must-win for them. Canterbury in second place at the moment, and they want to stay there. The shield goes on the line. Wellington aiming for the double for the second year running. Hawke's Bay, the team that they took it off, go to Sky Stadium at 2 o'clock. Taranaki North Harbour from Yarrow Stadium in New Plymouth. Taranaki, they're safe. North Harbour will hope that they're still in with the hunt when they get into that game. Bay of Plenty, Tasman, well, that's to decide in all likelihood who of those two teams gets a home quarter-final Sunday afternoon from the Tauranga Domain. And then at the same time, Otago County's Manuka, the Steelers still in the hunt as well. That one from Forsyth Bar. And the last game, the two bottom teams, Manawatu and Southland. Last match of the round robin, Palmerston North. And then we'll be able to sit back and have a look and see what's coming up next week. Well, this is a sad sight, Taylor, because coming into the game late, he's certainly had his moments, hasn't he, Rush?
Absolutely. He set his brother up, Rob Rush, on the outside earlier in that first half of the try, and just now to sustain an injury. What could be a match for Northland too if they manage to get back up on the board. They've brought on Blake Hawhire as a replacement.
Well, this is the try. He set up some lovely interplay there between Madic and Hidemeyer Murray. In fact, that was the try beforehand. That was the try by Jordan Traynor. And then the one after that, the two Rush brothers on the right, dishing it up for each other.
Well, you know they are from tough stock, and if they're grimacing feeling it. This is the skill set he has. So good at squaring up and committing defenders to make it an easy run for his brother. As you said, a late replacement into the starting team. And it's a sad sight for a man that wears his heart on the sleeve and gives it everything. You can just see his brother Rob checking on him.
Well, let's hope it's not too serious. Well, back to the action.
Get our timing right, eh? Get our timing right, lads.
And Northland now with a chance to regain the lead with 14 minutes left on the clock. Olsen
it's going backwards. That's
takes
one.
up position at the rear of the maul.
That's one. It's going backwards.
Not really able to get it going forward. Ta'aval came through the middle, so Olsen, he did well, detached when they needed him to. Rush has a dig. Just a couple of metres away from the lead here. Rebolo, can they drive him over? Oh, he's close, but he's not over. Here's another go.
Hands and feet.
Olsen wants it away to the left. Milo Harris has a look away to the right. Then he has a go himself. Can't get there. McNamara over the ball. Goal line defence from try Auckland. And it's Jordan Olsen who comes up with the ball. And Northland are back in front.
Wowee. Go on, you good thing. Go, Jordan Olsen. Off the back of an 8-man effort. Wow, 9 including Milo Harris, who has a little nibble here. You can just see jersey 16 after this carry. Quickly picks it up. Goes under Tarval, and that is nice for this Northland side to get that lead.
Oh, they definitely needed to work for that one, didn't they? And finally got the rewards, but you should have seen the bench here. Rene Ranger was dancing. He was absolutely chuffed with his side getting ahead.
Now, Dan Hawkins with this rather unique kicking style. Giving great service to this union. And he is clutch with the goal kicking. He is clutch. He can nail them when they really matter. Dan Hawkins. Jordan Olsen, the engineer, engineering a really important try there. And it's a 6-point lead with 12 to play at Eden Park.
Hamish Darzell and Nico Jones have taken the field as well for Auckland.
Rob Cobb receiving some attention. Well, a real test now.
Time back on.
For Auckland. But much happiness up in the Northland box. A trainer runs it up to the 22, Milo Harris. Sends away Olsen straight back into the action.
Out of there!
Lisati, Milo Harris.
Use it!
Setting himself up for the kick, puts it high, punching it down over halfway, and confusion between Ray Arce and Tuivasa Shek over who was going to take that ball. In the end, none of them did, and it's gone into touch.
You can just feel the pressure rising as it looks like Cobb's gone back down.
He's going to be subbed. Is he going to be subbed? No. Subbed.
They're just currently
17.
warming up Jared Adams to take the
15.
field to replace Robert Cobb.
17 blue was off.
And they've brought on Corey Evans for Auckland as well, just to go into the midfield. Not taking off Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, sorry, going on that fullback.
Well, that means Roger Tuivasa-Sheck may well have left Eden Park, certainly in a rugby jersey, for the last time. Depends on what happens down the track, of course. There's still a chance that they could get a home semi.
Okay, time back on. Here's the space.
Winning away from home has been a challenge, certainly for Northland. A year since they won away from Whangarei, and they've got some work to do if they're going to break that to Rayasi. Well, gliding through tackles, beating them with ease, and then losing the ball in contact. Now here's Hawkins. Sends the ball back on the inside, and Rebolo with the carry. The man from Sao Paulo. Hawkins, he'll be loving this. Olsen. Well, I haven't been able to make it through to the playoffs, but well, it'd be a great bus trip home if they can finish this job off. Now Manic in a bit of space. Cuts back in field. Corey Evans called on to make the tackle. Milo Harris. Quickly through the hands. Tua. Not sure Jared Adams was quite supposed to be there, but oh, lovely offload from Tua. And now here's a storming run and an offload from Jordan Olsen. Here come the Tunnies again. Craig crunching it up. Hawkins now. Another floated pass. Matic, eludes him though and goes into touch.
Right idea, just couldn't land it on his chest. He's not happy about it, is Manic.
Clearly Northland are shutting up shop, looking to protect their lead. I don't think so.
No, it's certainly not the way they've come into this game. Bit of a slow start, but they've dominated the second half. Well and truly, more importantly, they've dominated the collision area.
Well, it's their way, isn't it? But seriously, it does offer the opportunities for Auckland to steal it. Berry sends it down to Funaki. Lamb at first receiver. Olsen, what a game he's had since coming on. He makes the tackle. Up beside her halfway. Can Auckland find the answer? Well, the pass missed Sullivan. And Clark, well, he's done well breaking tackles, and over halfway was awkward, but he's recovered it really well. Sullivan, Ta'aval gets another offload away. Lamb, now Gibson, he'll head back in field. Ridden to the ground by Hawkins. Ta'aval, well, close to losing it forward, but Apisai did well punching onto that. Sullivan now. Now Heem sprinting, looking for the offload. Finds Rayasi, lovely ball away. Evans, dropped. Dropped by Taniela Telia. Well, they'd opened them up, but again, Auckland couldn't finish the job off.
15th turnover conceded. It's actually an area when they came into this game, they were sitting fourth in the comp for the least amount. But this is uncharacteristic from this Auckland side. But it is just the pressure. It's like a swarming pressure, that Northland defence. It just doesn't go away, even if you think you're free.
Absolutely. At times it looks a little bit disconnected and swarming, but that's just the chaoticness that really puts off the team, especially when they're in a little bit of space. That one just went begging, unfortunately, for Talia.
You saw a shot of Bryce Heem there. Got a lot of experience. He just closed his eyes for a minute, taking a deep breath. He's going to need all of that experience and then some to get this Auckland team run across the line, and then hopefully for Sullivan to convert.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck was instrumental in Auckland establishing an early lead. And just threatened every time he got the ball, James.
Oh, he's been lightly, and he's really found his position, hasn't he, at fullback? As I said, when he's got time, but it's also the standards he sets during the week to get himself prepared, and then gets out on the field and just delivers 14 carries tonight, and most of them, if not all of them, across the gain line.
Well, it does beg the obvious question, I guess, about where he was played for the Blues and for the All Blacks. He just looks so much better at fullback, but that's, I guess, just part of the story now. can just sit on and watch now. Auckland, as it stands, this would still be enough to guarantee them a place in the top 8. In fact, we thought coming into the match that the chances of them missing out were very slim. Just have a look at the live ladder. You can see a bonus point would take them out of reach of Counties Manukau.
Okay, if it's clear, give it to me straight away.
When you look at that ladder, it shows you how exciting this competition has been. It is so tight coming into the last round. Number of variations.
Bang! Sit! Yeah, we're going to play here.
Well, scrums go down, but the referee says, let's play. And so, Northland, well, this time they are going to kick. Milo Harris. Oh, Gibson read it, came through, pounced. Northland under pressure now as Auckland swarm through. But they've managed to man the pumps and send it back to Hawkins for the clearing kick. And Dan Hawkins sends it out about 7 metres beyond the 22.
Well, it was good work from up his side. He put the kick pressure on his outside to shut down that angle. So it keeps them in good territory, Auckland. And they need to make sure they just execute this. Northland will put pressure at the front, so they need to find space.
Berry continues his good work. Ray Arcee, who's been a real mixed bag in this game.
Good work.
Clark with the carry. Now Renata. Auckland looking for the try that would put them back in front as we head towards the last 5 minutes of the game. Ta'avao. Look at Northland keeping a good straight line. Everyone looking to do their job on defence. Funaki, Gibson, still going strong. Clark, Funaki in quickly. Evans now. Ray Arcee tried to get the offload away. Picked up by AJ Lamb. Was knocked on by Northland, so play carries on. Renata. Now the advantage quickly over. Ball into a bit of space. They got into a bit of a tangle, but no accidental offside or obstruction. Ray Arcee, nice little no-look pass away to Gibson, looking to bump off the first tackle, but into touch they go, and Northland survive again.
There's that defence coming across. Gibson getting rid of the first defender, but they've just been so desperate. Great hands from Arcee. Trainer, Adams, and that man Hawkins. There's a reason why he is so loved up north. He always delivers.
Up goes Sam Caird. Sam McNamara now just giving them a bit of space for a clearance, so we're inside the last 4 minutes now. Milo Harris sends it away to touch. Only clears the 22 by a few metres though, and so Auckland are going to get another crack at it.
Well, it's coming down to last chance saloon. They're a little bit tired too. You'd have to think they've made the majority of the tackles because Northland have just not stopped. They've clocked over 200 and they just want more.
Well, they've shown such great character on defence, and they're going to have to keep doing it too. Clark takes it down. Auckland advancing this nicely. They're inside the 22 now.
Don't change your bind, not on the outside. Don't change your bind.
Now it stops moving, so they release it away to Telia. He's put on the ground by Tamati Tua. Now Sullivan straight into contact, driving ahead in the tackle, and they're just 10 metres away from the line. They need a converted try to win it to Auckland. But more than that, they need the ball. Now it comes away. Oh, referee almost got in the way. Corey Evans reaches out. He was short, and now he's lost it.
Do we need to check that, mate?
Oh, Murray comes away with it. Sam McNamara with an early candidate.
TMO check.
Well, the clearer, they're going to go back and check
mate,
this.
I just want to check to
I
make
don't
sure
know if
there's
it was
no try
short.
here.
It might have just
Whether
got the
he's short
white
or whether
chalk.
he's knocked it on.
Well, he was very, very close.
Our players then put the ball down, so drop out, eh? He's already in the end.
Corey Evans it is.
Doesn't look.
Here's the angle.
Oh, he's short.
Short. Now that is
short for me.
great camera work.
Northland have been picked it out.
You've got a crowd up, you're picking it up from the end goal. You've got to watch that. That's a goal line dropout.
No. Yeah, please, mate, if you got one, we'll just take our time here.
Just have a look. This is the angle we saw initially. Always a suspicion that it was a bit
That
short.
reverse angle's a little bit clearer, eh? Yeah. So always short. Hang on, we're just going to determine our restart whether Northland have taken it back in goal and placed it, or we go with a line out over there. So it's either going to be a 5-metre scrum because it'll be taken back by Northland, or it's going to be a 5-metre line out to
Auckland should get the ball out of this.
They will, but they'll prefer that 5-metre line out. So this is a big call. Northland are pretty confident that they took this back and placed it. They really want the dropout.
Well, how's it propelled into the end goal?
Yeah, sure, we're just determining the restart. Yeah.
I think that's taken back into the end goal by Northland.
It's not going to be a goal line.
But have they placed it?
There's no knock on.
No, they just dropped it down, didn't they?
Mate, from me, he's then kicked it, so we're going to go line out over here.
So McNamara's clearing kick, which was a rushed affair, and it only went out a few metres from the corner flag. It's going to be a line out Auckland.
And then kicked it out over here.
It needs to be a converted try, remember, to win the game.
Let's go, boys.
Dalzell there in conversation. He will be right in the thick of this.
Yeah, timing right.
Goal line. And a potential match-winning try. 5 metres away. Berry takes it down. Apisai has it in the back. Is there one more act of heroic resistance from the Taniwha? They're pushing them across field. So Funaki will have to get rid of this. Talia winds up. They put him quickly on the deck. Apisai waiting for it. Renata now has a go. There, still for Auckland. Clark over the ball.
No.
Renata over it. Well, they're getting close.
Mate, first one, it's too early.
It's a penalty.
Too early.
Well, we've seen a number of wall sort of quick tap options. Do they have that up the sleeve? Do they go to a scrum? Scrum is risky, though, because the penalties have gone either way.
Eyes up, mate.
And it looks like that man who gave the speech has asked exactly for that. He wants it on his shoulders.
Well, Auckland began the game by destroying the Northland scrum. Northland made the correction. And if anything, since the middle stages of the first half have had perhaps the better scrum. So Auckland now need this to be their best scrum of the game. Siren's gone. Yet another match in this 2023 Bunnings NPC goes to the wire.
No, he's missed the bind, boys.
Auckland just want to make sure that gap's not too big.
Let's go, reset fast, please.
Go straight down and leave it in the ref's hands. Tighten that gap up, make sure the feet are underneath.
The Taniwha looking for their first win at Eden Park since 2008. Just their fourth win ever in the NPC against Auckland. What a finish this would be to their season. Big scrum from Northland, but picked up off the back by Nico Jones.
Release! Tackle release!
They've got to let him go. Auckland 6 metres away. Renata makes it 5. Clark. He makes it 4. Dalzell now picks his spot. He has a go. No progress for him. Renata again! And Marcel Renata has scored! Right between the posts. Kicked it aside the game.
Well, your energy is your currency, and that man has deposited it just at the right time. Marcel Renata, you little beauty. The Auckland fans will breathe a sigh of relief because it's right under the horns. So the kick will be done with ease.
A formality. Frustration for the Taniwha because they have come to Auckland and they have given it absolutely everything. Dan Hawkins exhausted on the ground. They have played a full part in what has been a heck of a game. Frustration for the Taniwha. They thought they were going to come away with something quite remarkable, but just as has happened so many times in this NPC this year, the match decided right at the end, and Auckland have won it 27-26.